Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all are having a great day. So, let me pull this up before we go any further. Yeah. So Grayson Warfare released a hotfix on May 7th, and they also shared a Grayson Warfare troubleshooting guide on May 8th. A couple of good pointers have been mentioned over here. As I was going through it, I thought, why not, try to implement these settings and see if there is any noticeable change in the FPS that we are getting, or is it? I mean, to basically what we are trying to find here is if the game is being playable in this laptop or a similar spec of this laptop. So before we begin, I'll if somebody is new to the channel and watching this video for the first time, I'll just give you a quick recap of what my specs are. I have already mentioned it in my previous video as well. So I'm using an HP Omen 15 laptop with a Ryzen 7 4800H mobile processor. It's an APU. It has an internal graphics card associated with the CPU as well. So you call it an APU. I came to know it recently. And it is running an RTX 2060 mobile GPU. It has 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, clocked at, I think, 3200 megahertz. And then we have 1 terabyte of M.2 NVMe SSD. So I think that is good enough for specification purpose. And also, I have kept everything updated. I have also downloaded, or you can say updated to the latest NVIDIA drivers, which is, let me pull it up. Yeah, this is the current version, the latest version of NVIDIA GeForce drivers, which is 55 2, I mean, 552.44, however you want to say it. Yeah. And I have not changed anything. Like I'm not undervolting or overclocking my PC or laptop. I just wanted to see if the game runs well in this scenario or not, in the stock settings or not. One thing that I am using is going to be this Omen Gaming Hub, and I have a profile set here. I have a couple of optimization uh, settings that I have enabled over here. And if I am correct, if I have the correct information, you can use Omen Gaming Hub pretty much in any other uh, system. And I think there are much better options available in terms of controlling your CPU power, your wattage and everything, clock speed and all. There are really good softwares available compared to this. But yeah, right, currently I'm in this stock setting, I'm using this one. So yeah, so I'm using these. The only thing that I'm not turning on in this setting is the disabling Windows key, because sometimes I do have to go into other applications, switch to other applications while I'm gaming or recording. So that is the reason why. And for other things, for background work, I think I have I have turned off Brave browser and widget services. So I don't think I could not uninstall this. If somebody knows how to uninstall this thing, please do let me know in the comments. I would love to. And also, I could not uninstall Microsoft Phone Link. So yeah, these are a couple of bloatwares that are still running in the system, unfortunately. For other things like these basic Windows services and these kind of things, I did not. I'm not that knowledgeable in these kind of things. So I prefer not to temper things that I do not know about, or at least I know that I'm not. I only try to change things that I'm pretty certain that I'm not. If I even if I mess around, I won't screw up my system, because I would hate to just reinstall Windows and get back to the reinstall everything. And if this Windows crashes, it is going to be a time consuming thing. I don't want to go there immediately. So yeah, these are the settings that I'm running. So I'll just minimize this, and we'll quickly go over the settings that they are suggesting over here, the changes that they are suggesting. So yeah, of course, check for graphics driver updates, done. Reinstall the graphics driver, done. Oh yeah, and by the way, I use DDU to uninstall or to update my graphics drivers. Whenever I'm updating into a new graphics driver, I'm not usually using NVIDIA broadcast. So not broadcast, sorry, pardon me, NVIDIA GeForce Experience. Yes, I'm not using that. Yeah, so I do not need that. So I'm not installing those kind of things. So I'm just directly downloading and using the graphics drivers. from their website. And yeah, Windows updates done. Close all apps that we are not using. Yeah, I'm not using anything unnecessarily. Background task for Brave is also been closed. I have turned that off as well. Okay, minimum system specs. Yeah, I think we are somewhat, I mean, we are not clearly, because here the minimum hardware requirement has been updated. If you can see, the graphics requirements are for everywhere. The VRAM amount is mentioned as 8 GB, not 6 GB, and the laptop variant of 2060 is running with a 6 GB graphics memory. So yeah, that's unfortunate. And apart from it, yeah, right click, raise on warfare client. Yeah, done that. I have already changed, done this. And disable full screen optimization. Yep, that's done. Uh, One thing though is regarding the FOV. So I didn't find it much useful when I uh, open the game. I'll discuss it later. And this thing I didn't find, like, even when I turned it, or like even if when I created a new rule, or I didn't, I had already given the permission for this, like for the Windows firewall when the game ran for the first time, so that wasn't an issue at all. And I'm not using in NVIDIA Instant Replay or anything, or any overlay, so I'm cool with that. Apart from it, no, I haven't delved into these settings. First of all, I do not have 32 GB plus RAM in my system. It's just mere 16 GB. And another thing is, I don't think 6 GB, like, I don't have enough. It is like it is asking for drive space, so I haven't done this thing. Maybe we will try and see what happens. But yeah, apart from it, BIOS is updated. Everything is cool. So let's hop into the game and see how the game feels now. Usually I do game capture, but today, since I wanted to discuss all those settings that are coming into game, all the settings that I'm implementing in the background. So I thought it's better if I do a display capture and showcase things that I have been doing regarding this game. I hope you are enjoying, not enjoying. I don't know if I would like to say enjoying. If you find this video meaningful, or if you find this video, giving any meaningful content, is being a meaningful content to you, I humbly request you to please drop a like on this video. The audio is a bit high right now. Let me turn that down and we'll discuss things later. Oh God. 20? What is UI version? I don't know, but I'll just keep that on, since it is not going to affect our discussion over here. Cool. Okay. So we'll do that. Open the game. Before that, yeah. So please, by all means, if you find this video meaningful, entertaining, or informative, please do drop a like on this video. And if you would like to stay in touch with me, and if you would like to join me in this you know in this journey that I'm slowly progressing and making in YouTube, and also I'm saying random shit now. Yeah, so if you like my content, if you like the content that I'm making, if you feel that it provides value to you, please do subscribe to the channel. Please do like on this video, and also do let me know in the comments if you are if you are playing this game or not, and what are your system specs, and how are the frames that you are getting, and how is the experience so far. I would love to know that. So let's get deployed. We are going into a PvE server because I don't want to go into a PvP server and people are playing, so I'm just gonna stay here. Let's see if the game is playable for us. I think for this game, 50 to 60 frames is a respectable amount that you can use if you're getting that frames per second. at a constant rate, then I think that's a respectable amount that you can use to at least play the game. Yeah, like it won't be I mean, it's not going to be great, because like anything, if the more FPS that you can get in a first person shooter, the better. That's what I feel. That's my thought process. So yeah, what we are getting here is around 40 frames. So that is also due to the fact that I am capturing this. I'm using one device to play and capture, and usually when I'm not capturing uh, the video, if I'm only playing the game, I'm getting around 50. I'm getting above 50 and below, so I'm staying in between 50 to 60 frames per second, and that is a respectable amount of frames that you can game on. But there are a couple of things that are my concerns. So first is the game is I'm playing the game on low and FSR frame gen on, and I have kept it on native AA, because even if I put it on quality with FSR and everything on low, it looks really really bad. Like I cannot stand it. So that is the reason why, at least to look at the game in this way, I think if you are having a similar spec and if you want to play the game, I would highly recommend you to put everything on low, and then choose the anti-aliasing as FSR, as we don't have any other option. NVIDIA won't give us frame gen on their lower end GPUs. According to them, it's only the 40 series that gets allowed. We don't. It's baffling to me when a 30 series doesn't. So yeah, that's something. We'll discuss that in a later video. Okay. So yeah, you keep frame gen on, and please. I think if you are playing the game, many of you would agree that keeping it on native, I mean, yeah, if you put it on quality, you will get above 60 FPS for sure, but the game won't look good at all. Trust me, the game looks bad. I'll give you a demo right here, right now. Okay. And look, I mean, you could see, like right now I'm getting around, so even with recording and all, I'm getting around 40, 50, right, frames per second. But the game looks so bad as soon as you do that. You choose. I wish I could turn that audio off. Those choppers, they are just ruining everything. Yeah. So what I was saying is that as soon as you put quality as upscaling method, then the game look really really bad. The game starts looking really really bad. So yeah, that's the reason why I do not prefer this. If I'm really really picking something up, like I mean, the native is much better. If you can just, it's so evident that I think I don't know, like if you are able to see it, but in here native feels way crispier, way better than the quality settings for upscaling. Okay. Apart from it, yeah. So if you are okay with it, then yes, you can technically play this game right now on a 2060, and I guess the server has crashed because that helicopter shouldn't be stuck over there like that, as you can see. Yeah. um, Happens. Let's try to go into a new network or new server. Server crashed. Okay, so yeah, this is something of a concern, because say you're playing the game. Right now I was like, just when this disconnect happened, I was in the base camp, so I won't be losing any of my gears or anything as such. But what if I had, like, what there's like you saw a couple of players were chopper, they just dispatched, like they just, I think they might be just leaving for the mission from the base camp, and now the server had crashed. So it's going to be unfortunate. I don't know how the PvE system works because I have haven't jumped into the game. I do not know how the looting system works. So in PvP server, it's like if you die, your items are up for grab. I don't know what about the PvE server, if it is the same thing, but if it is, then it's going to be a what if you crash, your system crashes, and you lose all your gears, and then somebody playing in your server just goes up to your body and just steals everything, your teammate. It's like basically because in PvE there is no PvP, right? So yeah, your teammates or other people, they might take your loot and everything. So I think there can be, if that is a scenario, then there can be some changes that can be made, I feel. Yeah. So before we jump into that, let me quickly address this thing. So and allow this chopper to go by, and then we'll discuss. In the meantime, let me walk around and show you how the game feels like. Right now I'm getting around 40-ish frames. So you can add another 10 to 15 frames in this if you are not capturing the video and just playing on a similar system, on a laptop specifically, because this is having 6 GB of VRAM, which is obviously there's a little bit of rubber banding over there. So see, these people, they just might have just crashed and they're not going out. Yeah, so there is a lot of rubber banding happening right now, as you can see, as you can probably tell. Live fire range. Where is the fire range? We have a fire range over here. Let's go, guys. Okay, it's kinda a lot. Okay, we have a fire range over. Cool, awesome. See, first of all, yeah. So if you would ask me whether I would play the game in this current state, I would say no, and that is my personal preference. Once again, I'm letting you know that you can play this game right now on an RTX 2060 laptop if you are okay with a couple of things. First of all, you are not going to get 60 frames per 60 frames by any means. That's not going to happen until and unless you drastically drop your quality levels. So for the quality levels, so I'm right now, I'm as I have shown here, I'm using the native upscaling over here. I'm not doing anything else. Even the quality settings look horrendous in FSR, so that's not going to happen. Don't want that, and we'll have to wait. Really very sorry, people are just rushing out. It's gone. Cool. So that's there, and yeah, so regardless, you will get decent FPS. Trust me, I have tested it multiple times. You will get around 50 plus FPS, of course. In some cases, this might drop to, in some BC areas, the FPS may drop to 40 frames, but you will be good. It won't be an issue. My issue with the game is the game looks really, even if I'm just putting it on native, the low resolution, the low settings are making the game look really, really bad. Look at this character model. Does it look appealing to you? To me, it doesn't. This character model doesn't look appealing at all. Look at my hand. It looks so bad right now. There are no textures. It's I don't know how can I describe it. It looks bad. You can probably tell, right? Maybe not maybe. It's probably it's just apparent that my GPU is not capable of running this game much higher than this. So and I understand that. I understand, not an issue. But I hope that they so for an example, right now we are getting 50 plus frames with these settings. If you could just make those textures a bit better in the upcoming optimization updates that they are going to release, whenever they're going to release, if they could just work on that we get some textures on the character models, even though we are on low settings, then I think that would be a really good point. Really good thing for people to people with low spec systems to play this game. I think they would be eager to play. I mean, people are eager to play this game. I'm really sure. The concept of playing in a persistent server is something that I would love to try and get my hands on experience on it. But unfortunately, right now with these kind of textures and amazing visual fidelity, I am just going to refrain from playing it because I'm not going to enjoy it. I'm just going to go mad after some time, and I'm not going to enjoy it at all. Another chopper coming. Chopper, get to the chopper. Okay. There's a lot of rubber banding happening. I mean, maybe they're updating the servers, or maybe I don't know what's going on, but the servers are jumping a lot. You see this rubber banding happening, right? Like the character model is, it feels jittery, to say the least. It feels jittery, as you can probably tell. I mean, compared to the last time when we tested, I do feel that there is a lot of improvement in the visual fidelity, even in lowest settings as well. And since we are running it on a native resolution, I think that's something which is giving us a bit crispier visuals compared to what we were getting earlier. Yeah. So that might be one of the reasons. Yeah. As I showed you, I'm telling you guys, I'm not, bluffing, or I'm not just lying to you guys. If you are, the only reason why I'm getting in sub 40s and 30s in terms of frame rate is because I am display capturing this game right now, and this is not a this system is struggling to just play the game on its own, and on top of it I'm just recording a video. So yeah, it's going to be really taxing on this CPU and GPU as combination as well. So the entire system is just crying out loud to give it some relief. Yeah, I understand. I'm not going to put it through much pain now. And so for the PV servers, as I told you, if you die in a PV server and if your items are up for grabs for other people, then it is going kind of sucks. I think the only people who should be able to pick up your items, it should be your teammate in a PV server. Only your teammates should be able to pick up your items, and even other faction members, or even your same faction members or other faction members shouldn't be able to pick up your items. They should be only be available to your party. If you are if you are playing with a party, when you crash, like whenever you are playing with a party, your party has the ability to pick up your items. I think that would be a good thing for PvE server. People would be able to kind of not lose their items on a random occasion. Like since we saw that server crash just a few moments ago, you can probably tell that there are many people who would have just crashed out of the game, and now they are without. And yeah, I do remember, like, if this kind of things happen, you do not lose your item. But if it's something, if what if my system crashed and I was the only person just losing the items, then it won't be like that, right? So I would be losing my items. So in that scenario, if I was playing with a buddy in a party, it would be great if they could pick up my items from there, at least possibly my gun and all. And apart from it, I don't think this is specific to the PvE servers. I don't think it would be I don't think it would be really cool if any other player who is roaming in the world should be able to pick up my items, because it is just going to suck for the player who just crashed due to some unfortunate reason. I'm not saying that it's their fault, it's the developer's fault, but I'm just saying that the crashes happen. It's an unfortunate thing, and I think this might be a useful thing that can be implemented. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I think that's it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you in the next update. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Peace. And don't forget to like the video. Bye. 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 Bye.